around 2 years ago, I was going through a divorce, and a good friend of mine who's a multimillionaire trader, I was left homeless. So he said, look, if you have anything left, I can take that money from you. I can trade it, grow the fund. I can help you get back into a home again at some point. And at the time, I managed to sort of, I had hold of this car as part of the deal. It was a classic Ferrari. And I said, I've got no cash, but I've got this. So he took it from me. And then I discovered later he pawned it for less than half the value. And that was the end of that. And I discovered yesterday that he'd been sentenced in Crown Court for serious fraud. And he got 7 years. And apparently he'd defrauded a bunch of other people to the tune of millions. So when I went to the police about this a couple of years ago, they said, look, it's a civil dispute. We can't get involved. It was a business transaction. The other guy's saying that he took the car in good faith to make money for you, but he lost the he lost the funds, and that was the end of that. So, given what I know now, and given that he has been convicted and jailed now, where do I stand in terms of going back to the police and saying, look, the guy was a fraudster through and through, and he never, it transpired from the investigation that the police did.
Mujay, what do you want to get out of this?
I want some advice around. Am I able to go back to the police and try to get my car back?
No.
No.
No. I mean, you gave the car to your friend to sell to raise money. He sold it and raised money, but spent the money the wrong way. Is that right?
He took the money, pawned it, and spent the money on himself. Is
what I said correct? Don't put your own spin on it. Is what I said correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, no, he hasn't stolen the car from you. He has defrauded you, but he didn't steal the car from you. And if he didn't steal the car from you and it was sold with your permission, you can't pursue the buyer of the car for the car because they genuinely own it. It was a genuine sale. Your friend ripped you off by stealing your money, but that's not the fault of the buyer of the car.
Okay, all right. So it's a civil matter.
It is a civil matter. You have a claim against your friend. You will win it. Obviously, your friend will defend the claim in part on the basis that, well, there is a real chance that the money would have gone anyway because investments go down as well as up. And if he's got the money, you'll get money off him. If he hasn't got the money, you won't, Mujay.
Okay, all right. The fact that he never had an investment company in the first place, he never invested any of the money.
You'll win the claim. He defrauded you.
You're right. Okay.
That goes to whether you win or lose the claim. It doesn't go to whether you can get the money out of him if he hasn't got it anymore.
Okay, so the fact that the car's with somebody else is irrelevant then. I can't go back to the pawnbroker and say the car was never actually his to give to you.
But I thought you said you did give him permission to sell the car to raise the funds.
I didn't say he could sell the car. The deal
what was he going to do with the car to get the money to invest? Was he going to float the car in the air and charge people to come and look at the floating car?
He had the money in his own bank account, and he was going to sort of put that into the trading pot and keep the car.
Oh, so you sold him the car?
I gave him the car, yeah.
So you gave him the car in exchange for him giving you £100,000, which he would invest on your behalf?
Him taking 100k out of his personal pot and sticking it in the trading pot.
So you sold him the car for 100k? There's 100,000 people listening to this call who are all screaming at the radio, we all know you did, Mujay.
Yes.
Yes, good. Thank you.
Okay, I understood. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, you sold him the car. He is entitled to sell the car on. He may have defrauded you. That's a claim against him. You do not have a claim against the buyer of the car.